And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 9. We are now going to finish up talking to the rest of the individuals here in the tavern. I see there are some... what are these? Warning, unauthorized entry to the castle grounds will be strictly punished. Also, please refrain from bringing any more gifts or bread. The seagulls are already enough of a nuisance. Keeper Gwalen. The Herrings of the South fishing records. Finley, trout 96 centimeters. Randall, rockfish 81 centimeters. Null, Bream 69 centimeters. Goben, Bream 63 centimeters. Ron, herring 57 centimeters. Kiana, cod 50 centimeters. Tegan, herring 36 centimeters. Alright. I beg you, please don't take everything we own. We may be refugees, but that doesn't mean our belongings are for anyone to take. Notice, a right shoe was found on the beach. Please pick it up at the tavern, or bring proof that you own the left one. Very well. Hello, Elisa.
Excuse me, could you get me a clean glass? And I mean clean. Not just wiped 3 times with a dirty rag.
I'm sorry, but who are you?
My name is Alyssa Murray, and I'm here with my husband, a very important cloth merchant. But surely you must have heard about our family. Not to brag, but we are rather prominent. I am famed amongst Camelot's courtiers for throwing the most magnificent feasts.
Your dress is unique.
Thank you. I designed it myself. I wanted to blend in with the people of the South. The savage tribes, the brave lightkeepers. I wanted to make an homage to them with my new style, and I do believe I've succeeded. I can feel everyone here gazing at me with awe.
Yes, definitely. Everyone says your dress is exquisite.
Give it a few weeks and everyone here will be trying to copy me. It happens in Camelot all the time. It's almost insufferable.
What are you doing in the South?
Well, my Duncan is here on business, of course. A very important contract with the Lightkeepers. I decided to accompany him because I have never been to the South, and I've heard so much about its wild, untamed beauty. So far, it's turned out to be terribly dull. And the smell... it's like stale fish and sweat. Hopefully I don't have to suffer it much longer. Pray, tell me, do you know anyone here who would run a small errand for me?
You're in luck. I can run an errand for you. For a price. What kind of errand?
Oh, nothing major. You see, I've had my eye on this beautiful abandoned estate overlooking the sea. It's not very far from here, but it's far enough away from all this rabble. If we stay here for a while, I need a place for myself. You understand that, right? No offense, but I can't keep living in a filthy room at an inn. When I asked the innkeeper to draw me a bath, he brought me a bucket. A bucket! Can you imagine?
Oh no, I don't think it can. That sounds like a terrible ordeal.
Finally, someone sympathetic to my plight. My Duncan has been heartless about it. He just keeps going on about how I was the one who wanted to come here. He told me to deal with it. Can you believe that? The nerve of the man.
Wait, does he know about your plan for the estate?
Well, what he doesn't know can't hurt him, can it? He should be glad that I can take care of myself. I'm not like the other high-born women, sitting around waiting to be handed everything on a silver platter. And besides, he knows better than to say no to me.
Can we get to the point?
Fine. The problem is that the manor appears to have some occupants, not legal ones, mind you, who need to be evicted. Forcibly. if there's no other way. You'll do it for me, won't you, dear? Splendid. I can't wait to start decorating. Maybe something nautical to go with the sound of the waves crashing on the cliffs? Or do you think that's a trifle trite?
Right. Lisa. A young noblewoman from Camelot, travelling the south with Duncan, her merchant husband. Though claiming to admire the untamed beauty, she finds little except disappointment in its people, customs, and living conditions. She prides herself on her refined taste and believes her fashion sets trends wherever she goes. Yet she has no patience for discomfort. Those who cross her path quickly learn that beneath her charm lies a will of iron. She always gets what she wants, one way or another. Alright. Thank you, Elisa.
You see that? Not one, but two noble ladies in a tavern tonight. That's a rare sight around here.
Aye, I saw 'em. You don't see their kind much in places like this. Makes you wonder what brings 'em down here.
One's Lady Elaine, a scholar from Farshire. Thought about talking to her, but I'd probably just make an ass of myself.
Elaine, eh? Yeah, she's known for her smart. Better keep your mouth shut around her, unless you want to feel about as sharp as a blunt axe.
And the other one, Lady Elisa. Not as smart as Elaine, but she's certainly posh. Got the airs of royalty without the smarts to back it up.
Ha! Elisa, yeah. She's got the looks, but don't expect her to be cracking any books. Doesn't need to. Not with that Duncan by her side. Though from what I've seen, they don't seem to like each other all that much.
Yeah, I've noticed. They sit together but act like strangers. Makes you wonder why they even bother.
Probably all for show. I reckon Duncan's got his own problems, but Elisa, she's too wrapped up in herself to notice.
Thank you for
You seen all the refugees?
Let's see. I am noticing that something has happened to my shaders. Let's see here. Video. What is this? Okay. I have no idea what this is. Probably fine. Texture quality, vegetation. Here we go. Really, it seems like there's a motion blur, but I guess I'm wrong. Field of view, let's up that. Changing this might impact how smoothly the game runs. Let's put it to 110 then. Field of view correction. Oh, I see. Motion blur off. That's weird. 120 FPS. Unlimited. Let's try that.
It's coming from the nearby villages.
Oh, that's a bit smoother. Alright. You must be Elaine.
Hello, child. You look competent enough. I can see that you're not of noble blood. Oh, no need to tell me that. I have tutored the children of aristocrats from all over Avalon. Fortunately for you, my opinion of them is not particularly high. Oh, and you don't look like one of the locals. Are you a visitor? Or an adventurer?
What is it to you? What is this about?
You can talk. Now, I'm sure we'll get along. My name is Lady Elaine. I oversee the Farshire Library, the greatest collection of books in this part of Avalon.
Farshire?
By the All-Mother, Don't tell me you don't know what Farshire is. The largest duchy in the middle of the island, with the wise Lady Kincaid in power, who has a hold over the entire territory. Nothing? Oh, really?
Let's say I can't remember. A woman on the throne. That's interesting. Let's say I can't remember.
Farshire is one of the first duchies on Avalon. It is a beautiful land with lush fields, forests rich in game, and most importantly, the Wordstone mines in the west, the primary source of our wealth. Well, at least that's how I remember it. Now it's a mere shadow of its former glory.
Weirdstone?
Oh, it's a rare and coveted material, necessary to create the sturdiest steel in the world. As you can imagine, dear, it used to be Farshi's greatest treasure, until the primordial fog took our minds.
A woman on the throne? That's interesting.
I know, child. I know. Everyone was surprised. Camelot turned up their noses at this for years. But after Lord Kincaid died, and Aidan, Lady Kincaid's son, disappeared, the nobles of Farshire decided she could stay on the throne. Even if Aidan had been alive, she would still be ruling as a regent until he came of age. But between you and me, he wasn't a very bright boy. So she would have been ruling until her death anyway. Oh, we're lucky to have her. Difficult times require determined leaders.
Difficult times.
Worse than ever. Oh, the wordness is thickening, and the roads are getting dangerous and unpredictable. That's why I'm here, wandering Avalon looking for solutions. If I don't do this, who will,
You want to fight the weirdness. How?
You're probably wondering what a feeble old lady who can't even lift a sword could possibly accomplish. But King Arthur didn't conquer Avalon just because he couldn't swing a blade. No, he had knowledge, and enough wisdom to know how to use it. Lady Kincaid wasn't happy when she found out about this idea, but all mother's mercy, I am her tutor. She cannot dictate what I do, no matter her standing.
Is there nobody who could help you?
Oh, do you mean a family? Oh, I've never had time for such trifles. No suitor was ever more interesting than a good book, nor did any of them smell better either. And I've raised enough of other people's children to never wish for my own.
I can help you out. Tell me what you need.
Oh, surprising. I'm looking for someone who will help me find a certain artifact. So, are you interested, child?
This child needs to know the details first.
I came to the Horns of the South because I found a fascinating book. It referred to a certain object, a figure most likely, which has the ability to dispel the wordness like a menhir can. Apparently, it can be found on the ship called Andraste, which sank over 100 years ago somewhere in this area. However, when I asked those nincompoops about it, they just laughed at me. They said that the Andraste wasn't carrying anything of value, and even if it was, they wouldn't freeze their butts off in those chilly waters.
Tell me about this book.
The Last Voyage of the Andraste by Elvis the Lightkeeper. He was one of the more notable keepers. In his waning years, he became an adjutant to Captain Lex. But it's best if you read it yourself. You can read, can't you? But just be very careful. This is a very rare publication. Read it very carefully, and after you're done, come to me, and I'll tell you more. A deal?
Fine. Could you hand me the book, my lady?
Ah, and they say young people don't want to learn anything. Come on, chop, 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 get to reading.
Very well. That sounds interesting. Let's see here. Bag. Letter to Sigbold. Did we read this? Sigbold. I never thought that there would come a time in my life when I would write this letter. Until now, I believe that all the bad things that happened since you left were caused by your poor decisions. I also blame you for losing Arian, it's funny how things change over time. It seems that I've changed too. I don't even know if this stupid letter will even reach you. If it does, I'm sorry, and I accept your apologies. Ross. Let's see. Here we are. Author, Alvis the Lightkeeper. It was not a good place, especially not for humans. The odd instruments used for God knows what. That signs written in a strange language. The signs written in a strange language. And that disturbing figure. To this day, the memory of it makes me shiver. And to think that all of this was, and maybe still is, lurking so close to the horns of the south. If you ask me, they should bury the entrance to that mine and seal it up forever. I tried to convince Captain Lex not to take anything from those accursed chambers, but he wouldn't listen. The four-armed figure didn't look like all that much to me, but I could see how alluring it was to the captain. It reminded me of those strange menhirs I heard about from the inland villages, only not so impressive in stature. On the captain's orders, we threw the cargo into the hold and steered towards the Isle of the Dead and the island asylum. The Isle of the Dead, writing these words and reflecting on everything that happened afterward, I realize now how cruel that name is. I was wretched from my musings by a roaring sound. I was wrenched from my musings by a roaring sound, almost like a clap of thunder. It knocked me off my feet, flinging me out of the mast like a ragdoll. It took a while for me to realize that something had hit the bottom of the ship, something huge. Water flooded the deck, people were running around screaming. Well, at least those who hadn't already been thrown overboard earlier. I had no idea what was happening. Did Nolly ram us into some rocks? Then came another blow, this time portside. That was when I saw her. Every sailor in the south has heard stories about the terror from the deep. And there she was. Her scaly body gleamed before my eyes for only a moment, but it was a sight I will never forget as long as I live. The ship was sinking, yet I could not stop staring at the spot where I had seen the sea monster. A moment later, a piece of the mast hit me in the head, and I lost consciousness. To this day, I do not know whether I owe my survival to the will of the gods, a twist of fate, or a whim of the monster. Why me? Why was I chosen to tell this story? If so, was I chosen to tell this story? If so, then that is what I shall do. And I humbly offer my thanks to the forces I cannot comprehend for giving me the chance to fulfill this task. Alright, Captain Lex, the ship was called... It was sailing out from the Horns of the South to the Isle of the Dead, the Island Asylum. Yeah, alright. Elaine.
And have you read The Last Voyage of the Andraste?
We have.
Oh, splendid, splendid. Oh, it's an excellent book, don't you think? Now, let's test your reading comprehension.
Oh no, I'm being quizzed.
According to Alvis the Lightkeeper, in the mine near the Horns of the South, they found something that they took with them on the ship. Do you remember what that was, child?
It was a figurine of a fort dweller.
That's right. This is the artifact I'm looking for. One that might be vital to repelling the wordness. According to Elvis's description, the figure is smaller than a menhir, and light enough that they were able to carry it to the ship without any trouble. Were it small, it would probably have been placed in Captain Lex's quarters instead of in the hold. I've estimated it should be about 1 meter tall. Good. Next question. What was the Andraste's destination?
Island Asylum.
Correct. Be very careful with what I'm about to tell you. But some believe that the Red Priests are dedicated to studying the wordness instead of the Red Death. Captain Lex must have thought they'd pay him generously for a Four-Dweller artifact. Last question. What sank the Andraste?
A sea monster.
Yes, you did well, child. I can see that you were paying attention. According to Elvis, the Andraste was sunk by the legendary terror from the deep. But if you want to know more, ask your keeper friends. They should be much better informed. Now, all you need to do is find the wreck of the Andraste and retrieve the mysterious figure.
Where exactly did she sink?
Oh, if only I knew. It must have happened somewhere on the way between the Horns of the South and the Island Asylum. Oh, but where exactly? Fortunately, I know something that could help us. In the Horns of the South Museum, there are some extremely interesting books and documents lying around and collecting dust. Can you imagine having such treasures at hand and choosing to completely ignore them? Oh, barbarians. Among them, you'll find the Andraste's logbook, which was saved by Elvis. I've read it, of course, but I know nothing about sailing. I'm sure such a competent child as yourself will handle it much better.
Oh,
Go to
thank
the
you.
Horns of the South Museum, read the logbook, and then tell me whether you managed to locate the wreck of the Andraste.
Very well. Something more. Lofoten. Medieval Europe. Party. Alright. We move. Is there anyone up there? I see. Anyone up here? Hello, sir. Mansad.
Aye. You're not
Mansad.
from around here, are you? Come on. Sit down and tell me something about the world out there.
What do you want to know?
Don't know. If I knew what to ask, I'd have asked it already.
It's not much to tell. It's the same
Now
area.
that I believe. Everywhere's a mess. Even here. I remember when we were held in the same regard as Camelot. Look at us now. They're taken in wimps. It's nothing like the old days.
What do you think of Fargus? Things were better back then?
You bet they were. It's all been falling apart ever since they put Captain Brendan in charge. That one's got two coins where his eyes should be, if you ask me. Doesn't care about anyone or anything. He's just looking out for his own skin. Worst captain I ever served under, no doubt. Not that I serve anymore. I'm retired now.
Anything interesting happening around here?
Filth everywhere. And it reeks of fish. Everyone's terrified of the weirdness. It's hard to believe I've lived long enough to see times like these. Not that long ago, we used to scare kids with stories about the weirdness. And now? Grown men wet themselves if we tell the same tales. Honestly, I'm done with it all. I don't even recognize this world anymore. And I don't want to.
What do you think of Fergus?
Don't even get me started. Fergus always claims he's busy, but for the life of me, I can't figure out what he actually does. Probably just pretends to work. I talk to Riderick from the museum sometimes, but that one's a real know-it-all. We always end up arguing about how things used to be. If you ask me, they're all just as bad as each other. It's never gonna be the same again. My brothers are gone, and I'm left here, all alone.
Tell me about the old tradition in the Horns of the South.
We had a beautiful tradition. Choosing new keepers was done differently back then. You had to lie down and sleep in a special spot then. But that's all I'm gonna say. It's a secret, and it looks like it'll die with me.
Do you remember the sunken village?
Of course I do. In my day, it wasn't sunken. It was a beautiful, lively place. Pilgrims would visit the All-Mother's Temple and Excalibur, and end up in the village. It broke my heart when I heard about the flooding. They say the Druids caused it, but who really knows? It doesn't matter now, who did or didn't do what. It's over, that's all. Now go on, leave me, like everyone else has. There's nobody left with any sense to talk to.
Man is sad. That's my stuff. Right. I do believe that would be it. I do believe that be it. In here. You.
Oi, Noel! What if I pulled Excalibur from that stone, but it broke, but only at the tip? Would I still get to be king, or not?
You're so daft, Randall. Some magical lass living in a lake gave the king the sword when he broke his own bashing four-armed skulls.
So, the one in the stone, what's that called? It's not Excalibur, is it?
Nah, the one in the stone was called, don't know. Sword in the stone, I guess.
Alright, carry on,
Sod
gentlemen.
it, whatever. So, if I pulled the sword in the stone from the, stone, and it broke, but only a little, would I still get to be king?
What? No. You'd have to pull out all of it. Only the one who pulls out the sword gets to be king, yeah? Not the one who pulls out a bit of the sword.
Wait, but if you have a sword and it breaks, do you tell everyone that you have a sword or that you have a piece of the sword? Besides, you can always take it to the smith and he can fix a new tip.
But if he fixes a new tip, it won't be the same sword.
Are you off your knocker? How's it not the same sword? So, what is it now? A ploughshare?
A shit share.
Just listen to me. You've got it all wrong. You've got a sword, right? And then the tip breaks off, so you attach a new one, right? But then, let's just say it breaks again.
That's one shitty sword you have there.
Now, listen to me. Now, damn it. It breaks off, so you fix it with a new piece again. And then it happens again, and again, and again. Until you finally get yourself a whole new blade from the smith. So get this, if the whole blade was replaced, is it still the same sword?
Well, no, it isn't.
There you have it. You just need to be, what's the word? Rational.
Fine. Now let's have a drink. My throat's drier than a priestess purse.
Talking about authenticity in
See,
a...
now you sound rational.
I got a level up in handcraft for that. That's lovely. Alright, let's see. We need to create some more handcrafts. Have to fix the port. Is that down here? 50 wood. Drinking buddies. That's over. Oh, where is he? Okay. Guess he's not here in our night. Alright. We have the Creed. We have Last Voyages. We have quite a few quests at the moment. Yeah, let's do the abandoned dungeons. Let's start with that. And then we can move our way. Whew, we have a lot of quests. Let's see if there's any more people to talk to here.
Buying anything?
Let's see. Leather boots of root. We need to make our own stuff when we get strong enough for it. Alright, let's just move on for now. We're moving on for now. Bag, we have still room for quite a few items. We should probably stash some of our items back in the storage. Doesn't seem like anyone's out and about. Talk to the refugees. Alright, let's have a chat then with... I need permission to enter. Let's go talk to the quartermaster. I remember that they don't like me doing this running, sneaking thing around the castle, so we should not do it when we get inside. Until then, this is much faster. He doesn't mind if I... He does mind. Level up. Ooh, what do we need for our gear that we were making? Let's see. Where's our stash? Stash is over here. Oh, I thought... Did I not make these? Endurance. Dexterity and endurance. Strength, dexterity and endurance. That's what I need. We have 2 strength. We have 3 practicality. We have 1 endurance. Let's do endurance then. Then let's see, what should we level up? Should we continue on our practicality? Selling for more profit? Or is it time? That's a dexterity. Bows. Yeah. It's time to start leveling up our bow skill a bit. Oh, we are Drake the Ranger. What ranger wouldn't use a bow and arrow? I forgot to sleep. Let's see. Shadow Blade. What's that? Wolf pelt. Why is that so good but sells for so little? Something is wrong with that. Leather, leather, leather. Sturdy leather. Just need leather. Right. So, it's Been a while since we've done, well, several episodes now since we've actually done any kind of sort of combat. But hopefully now, as we go exploring into the... What? Hello? Hello? Aren't you adorable? Do a trick. What the? Right. That was creepy. Feeding time. Well, your favorite, your vegetable. Let's give you a cabbage. Okay. Good boy. Gotta patch us up, little one, Sage. Show the new war face. I know. Okay. Fergus. Goban mentioned the tunnels and the former captain.
Captain Hagen? Well, he was a man driven by pride and a certain disregard for caution. He sent men to explore those old tunnels beneath the keep. Somehow, he got it into his head that there was something valuable down in those tunnels. Treasures, relics, who knows what else. But the truth is, we know what was there. In the Age of Legends, it was just a hospital. There was some kind of outbreak or plague, and the place was sealed off. Nothing left to find, or so the records say.
Isn't it only right to bury the keepers?
It weighs on me more than I'd care to admit. If I could, I'd see them laid to rest. But no captains ever bothered. It seems they thought it was a fool's errand. Maybe not worth the risk.
But I could go that
If you're
way.
mad enough to try, then by all means go ahead. Just don't expect any keeper to follow you. I really don't have men to spare. But maybe it's time to make it right. So, thank you, I suppose.
No worries. We will talk more about the different quests once we actually get to them. Let's not mix up the quests too much yet. Inventory. I feel like I should... Yeah, we'll put away quite a bit of our stash, I think. Remove all crap. Material. Oh yeah, that was a lot. We had a lot. Guess we have to go up there.
What a nice day.
There you go. It's there, right. Let us enter the crypts of the Horns of the South. Level up. You're gonna do this very quietly. All sneaky like. We might as well pick up this stuff. Alright. Oh, you scared me. We can sell this. Feathers. You alive or are you dead? Dead. Just making sure, you know, you can't never trust things in this game. Ah, yes. Let us just get some fresh food from a tunnel that has been sealed off for a very long time. What could possibly go wrong? This is what I love. This is the Skyrim logic, and the logic that was here in Elder Scrolls games. Let's see. You guys are moving? Yes. Let's come back to that room after we finish. Ah! So here could be a clerk, others, spirits and potatoes, vodka. Why I said that. Which cauldron is probably very heavy. Alright, mana potion. Spoiled meat. Mana potion. More spoiled meat. Some wood, cabbages. Coins, whiskey, sharpening stone, and linen fiber. Can we make anything? Strong healing potion. Yeah, let's make a couple of strong ones. Hey, look at that. Great job, us. 2 fake remedy. Why is that one better? Does it do anything? Why are you better? Okay. What else does? Something is snoring. Feeding time. Show them your war face. That's cool. Ah! There's more. Ah! Been a while since I played the game. Still alive. Oof. Hello. I feel like I'm pretty weak. Alright. Show them your war face. Yes. Come on! Oh, my minion! Do we need to give you a name? You've already done more damage than I did this entire fight. See, do you have a name? No. Mink? I don't know. Mink seems to be sticking out to me. Let's have a look. Is there any information on you anywhere? No. You were a monster egg from one of those corpse eater. But you definitely, I mean, you killed a few undead, so maybe corpse eater isn't a far-fetched word for you. I kind of want to call you Mink. You seem like a mink to me. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? From today on out, you are Mink. Hello, Mink. I thought my bows and arrows did a lot more damage, but apparently not. Let's take it quiet. Sneak level up. Very gory. So there was a plague here at one point. Don't see anyone. Oh, there you go. Someone's down there. Try though. I don't see them. They clearly see me. Oh crap. Feeding time. I don't have any iron ore. Stay back. Stay back. Foul demon. Stay back. Oh no. Ooh, this is not good. Let's just take a potion. Magic is always a good trick. Fallen Keeper. More of them. Come here, come here. That didn't do as much damage as I hoped. I'm gonna finish you off with a bow. 3 out of 5 have been gathered. I think we did rather well. Equal 25. They are so close, but I don't see them. I can see you. What? What am I hitting? Really? That hit you apparently. It's quite dark. I know that I put up the lighting on the stream, so hopefully it won't be as dark on the stream as it is on my side, but it's pretty dark. Yeah, we should probably not rest here, that seems like a bad idea. Small healing potion. Carrot root, milkweed. Hello. Wolf belt. That might have to do. Well, time flies by. And before you even reach the end of this dungeon, that's 15 minutes. So I believe that is as good a place as any to call it for this episode. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Oh, I can't save yet. Well, I'll catch you guys on episode 10.